One of the tools that we offer you at Peckway Valley to help manage your classroom is called LANSchool. LANSchool allows you to create a class of learners and see those learners' computer monitor screens on your screen in real time so that you can manage what learners are doing when they're supposed to be doing it. Today I'm going to take you through the setup guide of LANSchool itself as well as your LANSchool classes. So let's get started. The first thing that we need to do is create a folder where we're going to store all our LANSchool classes. So I'll open Finder and I'm going to find my Documents folder, and inside that folder I'm going to place a folder called LANSchool Periods or LANSchool Classes, just some title that helps you know this is your classes for LANSchool. Once I've done that, I'll move on to the next step and find the LANSchool application in Finder. So here on my Finder window, I'll click Application, I'll click LANSchool, and then Teacher. I do already have it down here on my dock. If you want that placed on your dock, you can simply click, drag it, and pull it down. So that looks like this. Now that we've done that and it's easy to access, I'll go ahead and open LANSchool Teacher. And then we're going to go in and next set our channel and our settings for LANSchool. There are distinct settings for each building. So when I'm at PVHS, I'm going to simply use my room number as my channel. And the channel tells LANSchool where you're located and where to look for learners. So learners only within proximity that are inside your LANSchool class will show up on your screen. So this channel number is very important to the operation. The protocol for PVIS is 1000 plus your room number, Paradise 2000 plus your room number, and Salisbury is 3000 plus your room number. So in LANSchool, I set that by clicking Teacher, Preferences, and then here on the screen that shows up under Network, where it says Channel Number, is where I'll go ahead and set that channel number. So again, at the high school, that's simply your room number, PVIS 1000 plus your room number, Paradise 2000 plus your room number, and Salisbury 3000 plus your room number. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to leave it as 1 and cancel out of that. You'll click OK once you've set your room number. Now that we have that room number set and people that are in my proximity on that channel will be seen, I need to also tell LANSchool which learners are in my class. So next is setting up a class, and we'll do that through the Administer One-to-One Manage Class List setting. So here back in LANSchool, I'll click Administer One-to-One Manage Class Lists. Now I am greeted by a screen where I can start to add learners. I'm going to make sure the drop down at the top says Login Name, and I'm going to go to Sapphire and find learner login names. Their login name is their ID number, not their learner name. So I'll go over here to Sapphire. I've logged in. I'll pull up a gradebook. And then learner names are directly to the left of their name. So I can copy this ID number, come back to LANSchool, and here where it says student name, I'm going to paste that in and click Add Student manually. I'll repeat that process for every learner that I have in this class. For the purposes of the video, I'll just stop at 2. I'm going to go ahead and save this list. and I'm going to save it to that LANSchool periods location. And I'm going to go ahead and call it by the class name. Once I've saved that list, I'll go ahead and close out of that panel. And then the next step is to actually put those classes into practice. So it's the first day that we're going to get our computers out. I want to test out LANSchool, make sure everything's working before it's really of consequence. And I'm running a small group and trying to use LANSchool to see that everybody else is doing the independent work that I've assigned appropriately. So I'm going to test it out here. I go to Administer, One-to-One, Load Class List, and I'll load the class list that I just created. So of course you'll have more than one class there. You can simply repeat that Administer, One-to-One, Manage Class List to create more class lists, add learners as they come in throughout the year, or take learners away from classes as needed. But now I'll go ahead and click this period 1, open it, administer it. And if I've set everything up appropriately and the learners in this class are within my proximity, I will see here an actual live view of their computer screen. I see missing student here because number 1, something has gone wrong, or 2, because they're not within my proximity. In this case, they're just not within my proximity. They don't happen to be in school right now. But if you know the learner is sitting right in front of you and you see missing student, that means something has gone wrong. I'd encourage you to enter a web help desk ticket. One member of the tech team will help you troubleshoot the steps to get that fixed, and we'll make sure that everything is operating smoothly for you. So let's say everything is working well and I have a new learner that comes into my room, or I have a learner that leaves this class. How do I go ahead and edit this class? So I'll go Administer, One-to-One, and the first thing that I need to do in order to remove or add a user is dismiss the current class. So I'm going to dismiss that class. You'll do that at the end of every single period. Every single period you'll need to dismiss that class. And now that I've dismissed the class, I'm ready to go Administer, One-to-One, Manage Class Lists, where I can add or take away a user that needs to go away. So I'll Manage, and I'm going to open a class list that I have. I'll go ahead and open that period 1 list. And I have my users here in the list. I can simply select one and remove if they need to be removed. And if I need to add another user, I can simply, in that student namespace, grab the student number and go ahead and add them as needed. So that's the basics of setting up LANSchool for your use, as well as setting up classes, adding and removing users as needed. As always, I hope this video was helpful, and thanks for watching.